8 historical events that never really happened. 1. Salem never burned any witches. The witch trials were brutal but different. 19 people died by hanging, not burning. 4 more died in horrible prison conditions. One man, Giles Corey, met a different fate. They crushed him slowly with heavy stones. His last words were, "More weight." Burning witches was a European thing. 2. Marie Antoinette never said, "Let them eat cake." She was only 9 when this quote first appeared. The original French mentioned bread, not cake. "Qu'il mange de la brioche" was the phrase. Brioche was a type of fancy bread. Marie actually helped poor people regularly. The revolution needed her to look heartless. This fake quote did the job perfectly. 3. Paul Revere never shouted, "The British are coming." The famous midnight ride happened in complete silence. Revere had to stay quiet to avoid British patrols. He whispered his warnings to specific patriots. These were people guarding weapons and supplies. He also warned John Hancock and Samuel Adams. One loud shout would have ruined the whole mission. 4. Nero didn't fiddle while Rome burned. The fiddle didn't even exist in ancient Rome. The Great Fire happened in 64 AD. Nero wasn't playing music during the disaster. This story came from Shakespeare's imagination. Historical records tell a different tale. Nero may have been planning to rebuild the city. The myth stuck because it made a good story. 5. Columbus didn't prove Earth was round. Everyone educated already knew this by 1492. Ancient Greeks figured it out in 600 BC. European universities taught Earth was round. They used a specific textbook about it. Columbus proved something else entirely. He showed that crossing the Atlantic was possible. 6. William Tell never shot an apple off his son's head. According to legend, an evil ruler ordered him to shoot an apple. The apple was placed on his young son's head. Tell supposedly made the perfect shot. The arrow split the apple without harming the boy. It became a symbol of standing up to tyranny. But historians found no proof Tell ever existed. No records from that time mention this event. The entire story was created much later. 7. War of the Worlds never caused mass panic. Orson Welles didn't fool the whole nation. His alien invasion broadcast aired in 1938. Less than 2% of people even heard it. Nobody jumped out of cars in terror. No shops were raided by scared citizens. Newspapers made up these wild stories. They wanted to prove radio couldn't be trusted. 8. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb. A British chemist beat him by 70 years. Humphrey Davy made the first version in 1802. Over 20 other inventors improved the design. Edison just made it sell better than others. He knew how to market his version.